Hi there. So I'm in the living room here with a couple of folks, and they're going to tell you about their experiences with cannabis in their lives. And lots of people listening have never tried cannabis, so the answers you're going to hear to some people are something they're well acquainted with, and with other people, this might be the first time they've ever heard anyone explain this way. So we're going to start with the first person here. Did you want to give your name, your age, and where you're from?
Sure, my name's Johnny and I'm 28 years old and I'm from London, England.
Aha. And when did you first start smoking cannabis?
The first time I religiously started smoking cannabis was when I was 23, and before that I'd smoked it a couple of times as a kid. And where I'm from, you don't really do much cannabis, like it's sort of frowned upon. We love to drink in our culture, but cannabis is like very much frowned upon by certain communities, most of them in fact. Yeah, 23 years old. I had an injury playing soccer. I was managing a bar, drinking a lot. I was gambling a lot. So I had this knee injury, and then I started smoking weed, and my whole life changed. I stopped drinking, I stopped gambling, I started saving money, I got a visa for Canada, and then I came to Canada, and now I work in the cannabis industry. I used to sell weed over a counter, and now I grow it, pretty much.
Excellent. So how much do you smoke these days?
Lots and lots and lots.
Define lots.
Well, I probably smoke an eighth to myself every day, a Henry VIII. This is which is 3.5 grams.
Okay.
If you don't know, so 3.5 grams of cannabis every day, or I could dab it, which I don't really do much because I don't really have the means to dab it, but I just smoke it in a joint. And it's better than smoking cigarettes to me, which I've smoked cigarettes for a long time, but ever since I started smoking pure weed, I stopped smoking cigarettes so much.
And have you tried other drugs?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I never really liked drugs because my family, people have been addicted to drugs in my family, so that's why any drug was sort of frowned upon. Yeah, everyone drunk. And all the youngsters in my family, all my cousins and stuff, they all take a lot of cocaine, which is seen as okay in a lot of places. You know, people don't care that cocaine's being sniffed on a Friday night in a bar, but they're worried about a bit of weed being smoked in a park on a Sunday afternoon.
And do you think cannabis led you to try other drugs, or did they come first, or did cannabis come first?
All cannabis ever made me do was give up horrible drugs. All cannabis made me do is know when I was thirsty, tell me when I was hungry, when the food I was eating wasn't good, when the food I was eating was tasty and healthy. Cannabis taught me how to run again, taught me how to run next to dogs and have a good time, look at life in a completely different way, look at mountains, get out of the city. You know, cannabis taught me lots of things, yeah, but cannabis never, ever, ever made me want to take any more drugs. Tell a lie, maybe mushrooms, because it's an earth medicine. I figured, well, cannabis was so amazing, why wouldn't I try mushrooms after cannabis? So I did try mushrooms, and my God, I mean, that was another thing, you know, amazing things, you know.
Excellent. So you think it's a good thing in your life?
I think it has been profoundly positive on my life, 100%. There is no question in my mind that cannabis is not related. Like, cannabis is related. So this is what cannabis does. No, it's not. I know for a fact that cannabis is totally it's totally to do with all the things that have happened in my life.
All right.
All these new good things.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.
You've been very helpful.
Thank you.